The Weedsman Podcast.
ChristopherMedia.net.
BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code Jersey200 and win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any Major League Baseball game and either team hits a home run, regardless of your bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM's daily promotions, odds boost specials, and parlay selection features at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. There's never been a better time to find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app and place a $10 moneyline wager on any NBA playoff game. If either team hits a three-pointer in the game, you'll win $200 in free bets. Just use code Jersey200 when you make your first bet. Sign up now and discover BetMGM's daily promotions, innovative parlay selection features, boosted odds specials, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code Jersey200 to win $200 in free bets if either team hits a three in any NBA playoff game. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome to Total Wine and More.
I want something fun in the sun.
You'll love this tequila.
Wow, great price.
Find what you love what you find at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. From Asthma Core Studios near Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, man.
It's the Weedsman Podcast.
I have no idea what's going on.
And now,
you have smoked yourself retarded.
Here are the Weedsmen.
You want to get high?
I'm Chris.
I'm Aaron. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, we're the Weedsmen.
We're the Weedsmen. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Happy Techno Fest if you're in Detroit or coming to Detroit.
It's still called the DEMP. No, it's the movement now, right? It's been movement for like a while.
Movement, which sounds like shit, literally. Yeah. Has and always will sound like shit to me.
Some of that music is a movement.
So, yeah. I don't know, like, the festival itself, they do a pretty good job of booking at least good, or what I would consider good techno artists. Not all of them would be techno artists that I listen to, but it's not like the Crystal Method and Moby or whatever. I mean, it's not completely commercial. Yeah, big rave weekend. So watch out for the monkeypox.
Yeah, be careful, ravers.
Because apparently that's how it spreads.
Yeah, you go
spreads
to a
through
rave,
raves.
next thing you know, you got monkeypox.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're having butt sex at the rave.
Yeah, I guess. Well, to be fair, there probably is a lot of butt sex at raves.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
We're not judging.
Like, I've been doing a lot of parties in my day, going back to the mid-90s. I only saw actual sex at one of them, and it was pretty mild.
Just a little old P&V.
No.
Oh, D&B.
Just some girls giving each other head.
Oh, say, where was the D going? Apparently nowhere.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, CDC came out today and said, gay and bisexual guys, look out for the monkeypox.
Yeah.
It's the actual quote from the press release. Not really, but.
And they are now canceled.
Yeah.
For being anti-gay.
I'm sure those tweets are out there. I'm sure they're out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though that they've clearly said that, that appears to be the means of transmission in these cases, these two cases, but that it can be spread with any kind of sexual transmission. But it's not, it was never necessarily about well, like with AIDS, it wasn't necessarily about gay men. It was about anal sex. And anal sex happened more often in gay couples than it did with straight couples.
Agreed. Where are you going to put the D?
Yeah, exactly.
Got to put it somewhere. Not sure if you're familiar with the male wiring.
Well, you don't have to put it somewhere. I mean, there are plenty of gay couples that don't do penetrative sex and have happy, fulfilled,
What's going into M?
non-thrusting lives.
There's a moist orifice going on it, is what I'm getting at.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a man.
But the oral sex doesn't transmit any kind of disease as much as anal does.
It's a male. Something's getting fucked.
Well, yeah. But yeah, monkeypox. Great.
Yeah, I'm just starting to date again. Really, now I got fucking monkeypox.
Yeah, check your palms for lumps.
Hey, you clean, man? Oh, yeah, I got my STD. No, man, you get your monkeypox test? Yeah, right, check our palms for lumps? Yeah, I don't need that. Yeah, right?
Likelihood of further spread of the virus through close contact, for example, during sexual activities among persons with multiple sexual partners, is considered to be high.
Wasn't that anything sexually transmitted? The more you fuck, the more chance you have, the more you're up in your chance to get it.
Yeah.
And is this gonna, and are we gonna lead, is this gonna lead to the throwback story again of somebody fucking a monkey?
I'm surprised it hasn't already.
I remember Tracy Jordan said he owned the AIDS monkey's bones.
I'm sure, what's his name? Is Alex Jones still on the air?
Oh yeah. He's still,
so he's probably
his bone broth and all that crap.
He's probably telling stories right now about ravers fucking monkeys.
Oh, and
I seen it.
I'm trying to, with the religious nuts, the ones that are left, I'm sure, this is just another sign from the Lord that a man should not be laying with another man.
Well, all the drugs that we dumped into the water made the frogs gay, so it probably made the monkeys gay too. Gay for
butt fucking
human
each
dick.
other, and someone butt fucked a monkey, and now we're here.
Yeah, we have vaccines to protect against.
Oh yeah, I saw that they were like, yeah, the WHO was like, yeah, we're good with the vaccines, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So this is not going to be another COVID.
My favorite meme that I've saw so far was, I can't believe it's already monkeypox season. I still have my Ukraine decorations up.
That's pretty good.
And there you go, one for the internet.
So the Mexican pizza's finally out. I don't know if you've had a chance to try it.
No, I didn't eat it when it still I didn't eat it 2 years ago. I don't care it was gone. I don't care it took a 2-year vacation to find itself.
I don't know. Apparently it's not what it used to be.
I'm telling you, it's patient zero for all of the food fucking the other food at Taco Bell. That was the one where they're like, oh, wait. We can do more with of these 5 ingredients. Then they start, the chalupa and the Crunchwrap Supreme and the whole bunch of other shit that I can't even remember because it comes and goes. So you're saying the internet is not pleased? Oh, the internet hates something? Shocking. Well, why is it different? What's different from 2 years ago?
Yeah, I just love that how we can quote unquote news organizations can claim that in a headline because they found a dozen people who didn't like something. Like, the internet is vast. There's a lot of opinions on it.
Go on Twitter right now. Somebody hates babies and kittens.
Right.
Post a picture of your baby. Somebody be like, fuck that baby.
I think that's against their rules and regulations.
My cat had kittens. Fuck those kittens.
Yeah. Dude,
it's Twitter. Someone is always going to hate something on Twitter.
Yeah, it's the Google fallacy or whatever, like if you search for something specific, you will find something very specific.
Somebody could come up with the cure for cancer and somebody would be ragging on them on Twitter.
You could at least find enough people to fill your news story. You could link to 5 different people on Twitter, which for some reason is the place to post opinions. Even though opinions get posted all over the place, on and off social media, on the internet all day long. But for some reason, Twitter really drives the conversation. And there's not a lot of people on Twitter. I mean, we found out more recently with Elon's bid to buy it.
Yeah, he may not buy it.
Just how many actual people are on there.
Yeah.
So,
he said, you said there's only 5% bots. He's like, that's not the numbers I'm seeing.
Yeah, I don't believe it either, because it's just, I'm constantly, friended by bots trying to sell me shit or loop me into like giving them information or something.
Or there's like celebrities that'll have like millions of followers and they'll tweet something and it'll get like maybe like 10 likes, 20 retweets. Like, really? Like you got a tenth of the country following you, and that's all that's all the engagement you're getting.
Yeah, the engagement, even from the real people that are on there and engaging. And most people don't even bother to like. They just scroll through, look at shit.
Can't wait till Twitter dies.
You think it's gonna?
It will at some point.
I mean, there was a point where we believed that Facebook would die, but Facebook has always had much larger numbers.
Facebook keeps people connected. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Facebook killed high school reunions and shit. Like, Facebook actually does have a purpose.
Yeah, people hate it, but they also use it, just like they hate their internet service provider and their phone company before that, and their whoever provides their auto insurance. I mean, everything that we are forced to use and we really don't have a lot of options, we end up hating.
I mean, really, that's not trying to speak out of school here. That's how you found your current lady. You reconnected on Facebook. Like, that's what Facebook does.
Well, I did run into her in public, but if I wasn't able to follow up on Facebook, it might not have happened.
It's true. But, like, Twitter doesn't have that purpose.
No, you're right. It's just a megaphone. Like, Facebook is a two-way communication, and Twitter is just blasting out your opinion so loud to drown out anybody else's.
Yeah, I think Twitter will eventually fizzle out. I don't think it'll be soon. But I think it's just it's already white noise to a lot of people. Once it becomes white noise to everybody, I think that's, just MySpace eventually piddled out.
Yeah, but MySpace and Facebook were essentially trying to do the same thing, and Facebook just did it better.
Yeah, they appled MySpace.
I don't think like anybody's really trying to comfort. Well, I mean, there's been some recent examples of what like Trump's social media platform that has not gone anywhere. That essentially is looking to replace Twitter.
Well, I would love to find whoever's in fucking charge of that and fire them. You're going to launch it and not be available on Apple? You're a fucking idiot. Do you know what the market share of Apple phones is? I'm not talking about the world, in the United States. Yeah, in the world, Apple's outnumbered, but in the United States, Apple has the market share. Fucking moron. You're going to launch it? Like that's why it's failing. Like, you can't get to your user base.
Yep. Well, I wonder what the decision there was. Like, did Apple not want them, or was it just
get it out ASAP? It's probably someone at the top. Gee, I wonder who just said get it launched.
Yeah.
And Apple is known for having like
higher standards.
Well, yeah. When you launch a podcast, it takes a few days to get your feed approved, and you have to have a bunch of requirements on your feed to even submit it. Like, you can't just be like, make an RSS feed and go, here you go. Mm-hmm. Like, it's already got to have episodes in it. It's got to have, there's certain requirements it's got to have before you can even submit it.
Yeah. And obviously they're much more rigorous in their app store than like Google Play would be. Because Google, I mean, we constantly see stories about like, oh, Google's going through and like removing all these apps that they found are like, doing shady stuff, but they'll pretty much let anybody on their platform until they like have a continued track record of bad business dealings or just not offering anything.
Google trusts you till you give them a reason not to.
No. And because Google doesn't have a unified brand.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
go ahead.
ethos behind it.
Apple's like, nah, same time, I don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah, Apple, everything that is provided, everything that you access through the phone is supposed to be like Apple approved. It's a more closed environment, and it all reflects on the company. That's the way they look at it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's working for them.
Yep.
I mean, they went from an afterthought to like the leader in a matter of like 5 years.
Yeah. They could have easily just like Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics could have easily have folded multiple times. Most recently in the mid-90s, they were ready to close up shop, have other people like sell off their characters' IPs and have other people make comics and all that shit. And now they're fucking making movies.
Yeah. In 2000, Apple was that novelty brand. Oh, you can get like a pink computer. By 2010, they were the fucking man.
Yep. Yeah, they were the computer that you got your daughter when she went away to college.
Mm-hmm. With the operating system nobody knew how to fucking use. That's the thing that's the thing too. Because I remember trying to use the Apple browsers and going, what the fuck is this shit? Apple finally realized, if we make this shit more like Windows, more people will use it.
Yeah. And because for all Windows failings, I mean, its initial strength is the intuitiveness
and the ease
of its
use.
operating system. Yeah.
I keep not watching Kids in the Hall, but I want to watch it like when I know I'm going to like enjoy it. Like when I put on TV now, I put it to go to sleep. Like,
yeah.
But like I want to get like a couple PRs. Like I want to make like an event of it. And just block off a day or a section of a day and just watch that shit. Because I have yet to hear shitty word of mouth on it. Everyone I know who has said they've watched it said it's fucking great. It's all been like essentially what you said. Like they just picked up where they left off. Just they're all old now.
Yeah. Yeah, they're old. Like there's also more meta stuff in there. Like there's a whole sketch where Dave Foley realizes that he's in a Kevin McDonald sketch. And he's like, Kevin, I've got a family. He's like, your sketches never end. He's like, you're trapped in here with me, waving his finger around. He's like, I've got to get home. I don't have time for this. Or Gavin, the talkative child with the backpack, it pops up, and he's like yapping at some lady who's waiting for her like gynecologist appointment, so she's like pregnant. And he goes, aren't you a little old to be having a baby? She goes, aren't you a little old to be playing a child?
Nice.
But I don't know. Honestly, not all of it works. I'd say like 2/3 of it is like outrageously funny, and the other third is like, well, that didn't go anywhere. But I like that they're really swinging. They're trying some new stuff. They're bringing back old characters, yeah. But they are trying some new stuff that I think is really clever.
I just hope it means like another season.
I think it will.
These guys want to keep doing it. I'm down.
And there was another story that I absolutely agreed with, saying that this show illustrates how comedy isn't really prejudice. When we talk about action movies, all these superhero movies, big time dramas, your mainstream television shows, we want pretty people. We want impossibly pretty 1%ers, gorgeous people with probably a ton of work done to play every single fucking part, even the guy getting the food at McDonald's. And in comedy, it doesn't fucking matter because it's purely skills based. It's you're either funny or you're not.
Yeah, you make me laugh or you don't.
Yeah.
Whereas
like we're much more forgiving and other like, well, what? Oh, they're not the best actor, but God, they're gorgeous. Just look at it. Oh, they got a big face. It's just perfect for this big screen. Yeah, but are they really engaging you?
Mm-hmm. I just wonder though if there's got to be those more 5 middle-aged white males. Here we go again.
Right.
Well, did you hear about this? There were some people were triggered at a John Mulaney show because he brought Dave Chappelle out.
I did, and I didn't actually. I saw the headline, and I didn't read it because I couldn't be bothered. But I'm now curious, what was the big deal with him bringing Chappelle out?
Just some people were upset that they weren't warned that Dave Chappelle was going to be there.
John Mulaney's not far from Chappelle's age, right? And I know Chappelle's older, but they're like not that far apart, right?
I think Mulaney's a little younger than us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I know he has a much younger appeal. Like he appeals to younger generations.
Yeah, he's 39.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's probably that's why. I mean, he has younger fans, and younger fans see not only Chappelle as outdated, but also homophobic, transphobic.
Oh yeah, you want to hear his alleged transphobic jokes that he made?
Sure.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll read them. All right, I'm not Dave Chappelle, everybody. I'm not going to deliver them like him.
All right,
but these are his alleged homophobic and transphobic jokes.
Okay,
he says,
"You got to do the voice."
What's that? Oh, I got to be racist too.
No, dude.
He says, "I mean, it wasn't a gun; it was a knife. A gun that identifies as a knife." He then paused, smiled a bit, moved on quickly. The homophobic joke was him reportedly saying, "Maybe you two are gay. I don't know. Nothing wrong with that if that's the case."
Wow. That's what they're upset about?
Yes, that is what people are mad about.
So, in reference to the guy who attacked him, right? With the gun knife?
Yes.
The knife gun? It wasn't a gun knife, it was a knife gun.
Right. Knife gun, knife.
Yeah, and it's not even a trans joke. It's about, like, identifying isn't purely about trans. Like, you identify as something else doesn't mean that you are... Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that one.
And he essentially did the Seinfeld, not that there's anything wrong with that, and he's homophobic.
Yeah. Well, I think that when you have to say not that there's anything wrong with that, that is the equivalent to modern ears, younger than us, I should say, as when one says, "Oh, but he's one of the good ones," right? When you're like, "Oh,
I guess." I mean, maybe.
Right, like you're saying it like, "Oh, it shouldn't even have to be said." Like, obviously, there's nothing wrong with that.
But I mean, I guess with us, it's like you say, because you don't know who has a problem with it or whatever. Like, that's, I guess that's where our generation was coming from. Like,
or I think in the case of a comedian, when you want to make a joke that points out it might not be at their expense, but just is about somebody's sexuality, and then, just to say, hey, not that there's anything wrong with that, saying, like, I'm not making fun of the fact that they are gay. I'm just saying they suck dick funny or whatever.
Right.
What have you.
But yeah, the gun identifying as a knife is a transphobic joke. I don't know your standards, young people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's apparently what triggered that dude in the first place, right? Isaiah Lee, the guy who attacked him with the knife gun. He told the New York Post that Chappelle should be more sensitive when it comes to the jokes he cracks, saying, "I identify as bisexual, and I want him to know what he said was triggering. I wanted him to know that next time he should consider first running his material by people it could affect."
How about shut the fuck up? Like, why does everyone have to run everything? Like, you know what? Life, you're going to hear things you don't like. What, like, do you apply this in real life? Does everything have to run everything they're going to say by you or by somebody before they say it?
But this is insane. I mean, the hypocrisy is it's on an unbelievable level. It's like you knocked somebody out and then said, "Well, I knocked them out because they're not good at talking through their problems."
Right. Well, yeah, it was like punching. We're back to punching a Nazi. 7 years ago or whenever the fuck it was, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't like what you're saying. I don't like that you use violence to force your opinion on people. Wham!
Right. Right. He believes that Dave Chappelle should take the time to run his material past different people, to check it, to see who it's going to offend before he says it in public. And his response to that is to rush the stage and attack him with a knife. Not talk to the man, not run these ideas past him I mean, not that he had access to him anyway, but maybe that should tell you something. It's none of your fucking business, right? Your business is whether you want to pay money to go see him or not. And if you don't want to see him and you don't think that other people should see him, then you stay home and you don't spend your money on that.
Yeah,
and if enough people agree with you, then Dave Chappelle would have a harder time making a living with this comedy. But you know what? He's not. He's not having a hard time at all because you are in the minority. Most people want to hear him.
You are getting into something that a lot of people fail to bring up every time something like this happens with Dave Chappelle or other people. You're paying to be there. You weren't roped in off the street and here, sit down or I'll fucking kill you and your family. No!
Yeah. Dave Chappelle kicked this guy's door down at 2 a.m. and said, guess what?
Yeah.
Here's some jokes.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah.
Surprise, bitch! I'm here to tell some jokes.
If you went after him with a knife in that situation, you could be forgiven. But that's not the situation. As a matter of fact, it's been a long time since Dave gave away a joke for free.
Yeah, Dave's been at a premium since the mid-2000s.
He gets paid. People pay a premium to go see him.
Dave Chappelle comes to Detroit. His shit will be on StubHub for 4 digits.
So the breaking point came when another comedian in the show's lineup made a crude joke about pedophilia, which Lee said dredged up memories of his own molestation as a teen. Not our problem. Pedophilia is a horrible thing. I'm sorry that this man was molested. But how is that Dave or the other persons or anyone in the audience whose time was interrupted,
why does the world have to cater to you?
Came to a screeching halt when there was an assault on the stage in front of them? It's not their problems.
It ain't all about you, buddy.
That's
probably one of the fundamental problems with our society right now.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of people that think it's all about them.
Well, Dana Gould tells this story a lot where he was doing a show and he had a joke about incest. And it wasn't even a joke about incest. It was a joke that, had the word incest in it or something. I can't remember what the joke was. But he said he did it at a small club, and afterwards there was a mother and her 4 daughters that were waiting to see him. And he said the mother was I think she was half deaf or something. And the mother is there with all of her daughters, and they're all crying. And the mother says that Dana Gould is a horrible person, and he doesn't understand that all my daughters were incested by their father. And one of the daughters says to him, "Thanks for ruining my birthday, asshole." And Dana Gould said pretty much nothing at the time. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, and just get out of the situation. But it's afterwards, I'm thinking, isn't it kind of on you? The first daughter I can understand. All your daughters?
Right.
All of them? That's kind of on you, Mom.
Little bit.
Which is great, because then he turned it into an actual joke about incest.
I mean, yeah, all of them, you gotta know at some point. All of them?
Yeah.
All of them? At some point, you're an accomplice.
The Weedsman Podcast.
ChristopherMedia.net.
BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code Jersey200 and win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any Major League Baseball game and either team hits a home run, regardless of your bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM's daily promotions, odds boost specials, and parlay selection features at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. There's never been a better time to find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Download the BetMGM app and place a $10 moneyline wager on any NBA playoff game. If either team hits a three-pointer in the game, you'll win $200 in free bets. Just use code JERSEY200 when you make your first bet. Sign up now and discover BetMGM's daily promotions, innovative parlay selection features, boosted odds specials, and more. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code Jersey200 to win $200 in free bets if either team hits a three in any NBA playoff game. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey sis, are you FaceTiming me from HomeSense again?
Saving money, that's my jam. What do we think? Outdoor dining set or wicker lounge set?
Since your signature dish is a margarita, go with lounge.
Okay, I am so ready for this party. It's been too long.
Wait, go back. Show me those pretty ceramic plates.
They're melamine. Even you can't break them. Look, these cute cushions match my...
Is that my shirt?
Outfit your outdoors. Have it today at HomeSense. Standout pieces. Outstanding prices.
BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code JERSEY200 and win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any Major League Baseball game and either team hits a home run, regardless of your bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM's daily promotions, odds boost specials, and parlay selection features at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect way to get a little more out of your day. With more tropical flavors like new mango pineapple and more ways to get glowing. Available with green tea, coconut milk, or lemonade. You've got what you need to make the most out of every moment, even the ones spent stuck in traffic. What a beautiful day. Sip into all your favorite Dunkin' Refreshers like new mango pineapple. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
ChristopherMedia.net.
The Weedsman Podcast.
So my favorite streaming platform is going to be growing. HBO Max and Discovery Plus are combining into a single platform. Which, didn't Discovery already merge with something else?
Bunch of shit.
Like all the CBS shit, right? There was CBS All Access, wasn't that? Didn't that turn into Discovery?
No, CBS, that became
that's Paramount. Oh, damn. Oh, so I'm not getting any Star Trek stuff?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking, because they have Star Trek Discovery. That's what I was thinking of. That's a show. Discovery is like the Discovery Network, like all the bullshit science, quote-unquote science shows. I mean, they used to have actual, like, documentaries and, Richard Attenborough type of shit. And then it was like, how much are you going to pay for this abandoned storage space? I don't know. Let's discovery it together.
Discovery Plus, you're getting HGTV, the Food Network, TLC, Discovery ID, Animal Planet, OWN, Discovery, the Magnolia Network, A&E, Lifetime, History Channel, Travel Channel. I'm guessing that used to be the Psy. Yeah. Maybe they.
Boy, that tells you something, because all of those channels at one time, or at least the ones that I recognize, all of them had good content at one point.
HBO Max is turning into cable.
Yeah. It's all the cable shit that I didn't want from cable. What concerns me is that they're not talking about it as a bundle. They're talking about it as like, I think HBO are looking more at as something to reinforce their price point.
It's like,
because right now, they have a lot going for them. They've got a long-term name and quality programming and award-winning stuff. But if we're talking, hours of programming, they've got nothing on Hulu and Netflix and Prime.
I mean, in 2022, while we're having this conversation, the thought just came to me. Cable companies, you could have saved everyone a lot of fucking time and energy if you just went all streaming like 10 years ago. Because that's essentially what it sounds like everything's going to morph into.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've seen it happen time and time again with different technologies. You know, companies, the established companies push back and try and protect their outdated technology business. And at a certain point, they either get swallowed up or they go extinct.
Yeah. And it's true. And it's audio streaming is just turned into radio. When I want talk radio, I got podcasts. When I want music, I got my YouTube music. And I just pick the song I'm in the mood for, and I hit the radio button, and it mixes them all up. Like it's all just moved. It's like radio. Duh, you missed an opportunity 15 fucking years ago, dummies. It's doing the same thing you were doing. It's just delivered differently.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's some good stuff on satellite radio, but I'm just not going to subscribe to it because I already subscribe to something that gives me all of the songs. So why would I pay more to let somebody else pick the order? And I can, the same thing as you were talking about on YouTube music, I can start a radio station. I can pick a song and start a radio station.
A song, an artist, a genre.
Yeah, and if I don't like it, I can edit it.
Yeah, I can go, no, a thumbs down.
Yep. I often, what I'll do when I'm putting together a playlist, let's say, a mix for getting ready to go out and we're just hanging out, I'll go through and find some songs I like, and then I'll take one and start a radio station and just see what Apple suggests.
Yeah.
And I'll take suggestions. Oh, I like that one and I like that one. Nope, get rid of that. Get rid of those two.
Oh, yeah. No, I like YouTube. It's got YouTube Music. It's got Up Next, and I can go through and go delete.
Yep. Don't want that one. Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that Ween song.
When are you going to fucking learn? I don't like Motley Crue, YouTube. Stop suggesting it. It's learning. I'm deleting less and less shit. Stop suggesting Van Halen.
So anyway, I think we got off on a long tangent, but HBO, what I'm nervous about is that they're going to put this together and then, up the overall price for it. Because I'm not going to watch any of that Discovery shit. I still want my HBO. They're not talking about doing it like Disney and Hulu does, where you can bundle it with ESPN and save a little bit. I'm not interested in that. I just want my core HBO Max programming. I like the programming that they're doing so far. I just want it to continue. I don't want it flooded with shit. I don't want to have to pay $5 more to go through a bunch of reality programming to get to whatever current drama I want to watch.
You don't want to get your 90-Day Fiancé on?
I'm not interested.
Oh, I don't miss having to watch all that shit.
Whereas, Apple TV is continuing to provide more bang for its buck. It's very small as far as the amount of programming that's on there when compared even to HBO, much less Netflix or Hulu. But quality is there amongst all of it. Not all of it appeals to me, but even the stuff that I've checked out that I didn't really care for, like the new, what's the woman from Mad Men that was in the Margaret Atwood adapted show.
Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah, the new Elizabeth Moss show. I don't really care for it. It's kind of interesting, but too fucking boring for me to give a shit about.
Should I redeem a free year of Apple TV Plus?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I got this email 2 weeks ago. I got it open right now. I'll redeem it live on the air.
No, it's absolutely worth it. I went for the bundle where now Apple TV's just bundled in with my music and everything else because I just watch enough of it to make it worth the $5 every month. They currently have Prehistoric Planet.
What's that?
So this is it's dinosaurs done nature documentary style. They've done this, a couple times before in the past. But it's one of those things where not only as we get new information, but as we get newer technology, it's worth revisiting. And I watched the first episode. That was the one that, as of recording, they've only released one. There's one dropping every day this week. and it's hosted by Richard Attenborough, who looks like a fossil. He's like, somebody like made Bernie's mouth move. The guy should be dead, but he's still going. And, it's all filmed like a traditional nature documentary, but it's with dinosaurs, all computer animated dinosaurs.
So it's not like the TV show?
It's not yeah. Nobody's staying not the mama in this one. I find it very enjoyable from the aspect of like the imagination there. We don't ultimately we're talking about stuff that we just can't know. There's a lot we do know about dinosaurs, and there's a lot more that we know from the last time they did a multi-part documentary series like this, trying to bring us into the dinosaur world. But, when you're showing me the mating habits of certain dinosaurs, I'm like, how could you know? What did they fall into the tar pit while they were fucking?
Yes. I want to see the skeletons.
Yeah, like.
What did the kids say? Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah, they're showing us these, whatever those long-necked aquatic dinosaurs are. They look like a underwater version of a brontosaurus. And they're showing this intricate mating dance that they do, like intertwining their necks together in this beautiful symmetry. And I'm just like, you can't know that, right? There's a lot that we do know. Can we just focus on that? There's no way you could have known that. And as much as the imagination of it is intriguing to me, truth is always stranger than fiction, especially when it comes to the natural world. And, for example, the things that we find out about in our deep seas that, we're still discovering. There's...
Yeah, man, we still don't know what's down there.
Yeah. Like, we don't understand the behavior of the stuff currently alive on our planet, most of it,
Dude, there's still things we don't know what they are in the ocean.
Right. I mean, even beside the ocean, like there's terrestrial animals who we might have cataloged them. We do not understand their behavior because there's just too many fucking species and not enough scientists to study it all. But to say that, we understand the behavior of these things that existed millions of years ago, I mean, come on. There's no way you can convince me that was, and so here's a perfect example. I was reading today about, a couple different things. Like there's octopuses or octopi or octopodes, all are acceptable plurals of octopus. There are certain species of octopodes, I'll say, because that's my favorite.
Octopi?
Yeah. Well, octopus. So here's the breakdown of it. Octopus is a Greek word. Most of our words for animals come from Latin. And it was assumed that octopus was another Latin word, but it was actually taken from the Greek. So when you pluralize a Latin word, that's where you get the I on the end. And so people said octopi. But the actual pluralization of a Greek noun would be octopodes. So the actual true pluralization of octopus is octopodes, which makes it sounds like it's from a Marx Brothers joke. Like, where should I put these new books? Put them octopodes old books.
It sounds like some Greek guy.
Yeah.
Octopodes said to Perseus.
Yeah, octopodes. Yeah, he was a Greek god with a squid on his head. He had tentacles.
He's a Greek god of hockey.
There's a local joke.
Yes. People in Detroit think that's hilarious.
Yeah. So why was I talking about octopodes? There's certain species of octopus that they have found that actually kill themselves after they give birth.
Damn.
They shoot out their litter that then, float around and eat shit and grow. And rather than stick around, they start to bash their bodies into rocks. They sometimes consume their own limbs, and they stop eating, and they just, try and die as soon as possible.
I mean, there's a chauvinist joke in there.
To make way for the next generation, essentially. I mean, we don't...
I had a bunch of kids. Peace.
Yeah, talk about deadbeat dad. It's deadbeat mom and dad. Deadbeat themselves to death.
Oh, both of them?
Well, dad doesn't stick around and mom kills themselves, then I think dad dies soon after. But the thought there is that the octopi will eat smaller octopi. They're a carnivorous species a lot of times. So they'll eat, maybe not their own babies, but they'll eat other people's babies. So, you get them all together in a breeding ground where they're all giving birth. So they're all shooting out babies and then eating each other's babies. And then it kind of defeats the purpose.
Cancel.
So
these octopodes are canceled.
They're canceling themselves and they're taking themselves out of the picture. So, who could predict that, right? And that's those, again, species that are alive today. So don't tell me that that these two plesiosaurs do an intricate dance, or these two underwater primordial squid have lights that dance back and forth between them and flash patterns, and they match the patterns in order to find a suitable mate. No, you can't know that. You cannot.
Do we even know why lemmings do what they do?
Just making shit up. Right. You don't. Or here's another bizarre mating habit of, again, a currently alive species that we are only just now beginning to understand. This is one that happens at deep ocean levels, like we were talking about before, where we're still finding new species down there. And one of the species we know probably more than most deep sea animals is the anglerfish, and we're still finding out weird things about them. You know what I'm talking about? The anglerfish, they have the little light that hangs in front of their faces.
Yeah.
And they have the big crazy teeth that stick out. So get this, certain species of anglerfish, the males are super, super tiny. They don't have the big teeth. They actually kind of look just like regular little fish, like little guppies or something. They don't have the huge eyes or the big teeth, the big mouth. They don't even hunt or eat on their own. Really, their only purpose is to find a female to latch onto. What they do is they latch onto the bottom of the much larger female, like 10 to 20 times the mass of the male, and they bite down and just stay there. And then the tissue begins to merge, and they kind of fuse together. And since they're the male is then getting all of its nutrients from the female, its eyes, its mouth, its digestive organs, all that shit atrophies. It just goes away. And essentially it becomes this little appendage with sperm in it that's handy for whenever the female needs it.
Well, now there's a feminist joke in there.
And the thinking is that because at these levels, it's so hard to find other fish, there's like no light. I think you're just lucky to just bump into one. That when you do not want to separate.
Just jacking all the sperm you can.
And for
nature.
I guess for the longest time they just thought that they couldn't find the male species of this until they realized, there are males around. This is where they are. This little dingling hanging off the bottom of the fish, that was the male. So again, like current species. Mm-hmm. And while the dinosaurs that they portray in this Prehistoric Planet show, again, it looks beautiful. It's really entertaining. I find it engrossing in that way. It's just when they make these wild claims of behavior that all they can do is all they're really doing is extrapolating. This animal is kind of like this current animal, or, kind of evolved into what we now know as this crocodile or this turtle or this bird or whatever, and going, what kind of behaviors do these animals currently exhibit, and how might have the dinosaurs reacted in similar ways? But again, we couldn't know, and the truth is probably much more closer to what happens with the anglerfish or the suicidal octopi.
Just crazy shit we don't know why.
Yeah. We can't even explain it.
Mother Nature got bored and went, I'm going to do this.
But I'm going to watch the rest of it either way. Just from the Jurassic Park of it all. You know, like Jurassic Park was great to watch, even if you didn't give a shit about the people. It was great to watch just from the technical aspect and just to see, you know, our ideas of dinosaurs come to life. But, you know, our ideas of dinosaurs are very outdated. There's much more color and variety and feathers and stuff that the dinosaurs in this show exhibit that I think is actually closer to the truth. You know, our previous idea of dinosaurs was like, oh, well, they're giant lizards, right? So they look like fucking Godzilla. They're all fucking scaly, and they're all, you know, they look like monsters. But there's no reason to believe that they would look like our version of fictional monsters, just because they're big and they remind us of them.
And how's Richard Attenborough? Like 106?
Yeah, he's fucking old.
Like he was old when we were kids.
Exactly.
We are middle-aged men.
When has he been young?
Yeah.
There was 11 suspects that were rounded up recently that they believe were responsible for burglaries in Michigan of various pot shops.
Really? What parts of Michigan?
I'm going to send you a link. It's got a video. We'll see how that works out. This is in Battle Creek, Michigan. 10 men were arrested Thursday morning while trying to crack a stolen safe open by throwing it off the roof of a garage on East Avenue. All right, you got the video up?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's
no sound.
Yeah, there's no sound to it anyway. But shows like, what are there, 4 or 5 guys that...
Oh, this is like out of a fucking movie. They all got like black ski masks on and shit.
Yeah, so they crowbarred the back door open and they just started grabbing boxes of shit.
I feel like the Benny Hill music should be playing.
Yeah.
Because these guys all got caught.
Yeah, they're hustling. They're just grabbing anything they can get their hands on, which I'm sure, you know, it's all valuable.
The way they're dressed, it's a bunch of white dudes. All those pants are pulled up. Like someone was definitely wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah, okay, so 2 dudes went, okay, yeah. Third dude.
Hey, come on, asshole.
Yeah, what the fuck are you guys doing? And the other, okay, so everybody runs out. Did they actually get a safe? Did you see them grab a safe there? I thought the footage they had was they caught them throwing the safe off a roof.
That was misleading.
Yeah. Not the smartest guys in the world, though, huh?
No.
I mean, dude,
that looks like heist movie shit.
But trying to break the safe by dropping it off the roof, I mean, it's not exactly the most discreet way.
Yeah. Dumbass.
If you're going to try and crack into a safe, don't do it in public.
Yeah, take it with you. What, we in like a compact car? Oh, we got room for the safe.
Oh, okay, so the video that we watched of those guys, all that shit that they grabbed, none of it had real value. It was all packaging materials. And that's why the other 2 guys that ran back in there trying to get into another room that was locked where all the actual cash and weed were.
They were like, listen, we got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Those fools made off with a bunch of baggies and jars and shit.
Yeah.
Bunch of stickers.
You are going to jail for nothing.
Oh, wow. We got free lighters and keychains for the rest of our lives.
Woo!
When we get out of jail.
In a decade and a half.
Yeah, for robbery. Nah.
No, because they planned it. Since it was a bunch of them, that's what they'll probably get them on.
Yeah.
Robberies, conspiracy.
Yeah, I don't know. That still seems excessive. Plus whatever sentence they got, they probably wouldn't serve half of it out. I was reading about an historic destination in Detroit, according to this story, that was recently damaged by a water main break. But the only reason I bring it up is because I hadn't actually heard of this building that exists on the corner of Gratiot Avenue and McDougal Street. The full name of it is the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons, Jurisdiction of Michigan.
Wow. You just said a lot.
You know, I have no idea what any of that means.
Gratiot McDougal, I mean, that's downtown.
Are you a church? Are you a hall? Are you a... it for concerts? Is it for guys hanging out drinking beer? What is this, a bar?
Is it Stonecutters?
Yeah. Who made Steve Gutenberg a star?
Yeah. It's just say that name again.
The most worshipful. I'm going to send you the whole thing. The most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons, jurisdiction of Michigan. Amen.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Yay, something.
Let's see, they have a website.
Wow.
And some sort of crest that says MWPHGL F and A.M. Michigan.
Wow, they are just riding that name, huh?
Yes. Let's see, a message from the Grand Master.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
He looks like Willy Wonka in a tuxedo. A black Willy Wonka in a tuxedo.
Oh, black. Okay. Let's see. Bad start with Grand Master, but...
Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works in glory. Oh, this is a fucking Matthew 5:16. I wish to take this opportunity to thank the craft for electing me to the office of most worshipful Grand Master for another term. Words will never express my heartfelt gratitude for being afforded this opportunity. This is like boilerplate acceptance speech. This road traveled has been one of great reward, and it is my solemn promise to uphold the duties and responsibilities, yes, what are those, of the office of Grand Master faithfully, zealously, and impartially to the best of my ability.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
What is this organization? Does it have like an About Us tab?
A mission statement. By promoting a firm belief in a supreme being and devotion to the tenets of brotherly love, relief, and truth, it is the mission of the most worshipful Prince Hall Grand Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Michigan to inspire good men bound by virtue to become better men, citizens, and leaders in their homes and communities.
So it's like, what, the fucking Knights of Columbus?
Yeah, I guess. Is this just the Masons?
Right.
Nobody says the whole name?
Maybe. I mean, there's the Masonic Temple downtown.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah, they have their own temple. This is a competing early splinter group that was like, yeah, well, our name's longer. Take that. We may be Masons, but we're free and accepted. Not like those paid exclusionary Masons.
We have black eyes.
About us, we are members of the oldest fraternity. That's quite a claim. We are committed to spreading brotherly love, like monkeypox, providing relief, and seeking truth. For over 150 years, we have contributed to great communities throughout Michigan. I don't think 150 years makes you the oldest fraternity. Maybe the oldest one in Detroit, a city that's not much older than 150. But oldest fraternity, not when you look outside the U.S.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a bunch of guys getting together drinking beer every week.
Yeah, these are the guys that stand on the intersections with the milk jugs with their tops cut off, giving away lapel pins with like fake flowers on it or little newsletters that nobody reads.
Yeah. You just throw in your visor and find it when you clean out your car.
Yep. Yeah, you stick it somewhere in your window where everybody can see that you're a good person, and then it eventually just rots. It's as ephemeral as the podcast itself. They just come and go. Every week there's another one.
It's true.
Spat out into the universe.
We have outlasted a lot of people.
It's true. Stamina, I think it's our best asset.
Yeah. Smoking weed never gets old. Cat's been eyeballing me for like 5 minutes. Just being weird.
Well, you can tell Rory that we're done.
Done.
We're wrapping this puppy up.
He's jealous of the computer screen. It's getting all my attention.
Real quick, I saw somebody made a, what do you call it, like a scratch pad for your cats? You know, they make them out of like corrugated cardboard now.
Mm-hmm.
For your cats to tear up. They made like a cardboard laptop where the center part of it was just a scratch pad.
So your cat can look like the memes?
So, well, because they already want to lay on the laptop, so that, this way when they lay on the laptop, they're actually doing something, and they're not actually laying on your laptop also. It's a twofer.
See, my mind instantly went so your cat could look like the meme where just pounding.
Oh, right. Yeah. I bet you that probably happens too, where it looks like they're typing. I didn't think of that one. Maybe that was the primary use, was to try and get it to look like they're typing.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, everybody. Go to the social media, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at TheWeedsman420. Head to ChristopherMedia.net and click on the PayPal banner and the Amazon banner if you'd like to help us out. Wherever you listen to podcasts, we talked last week about Apple changing that algorithm. I don't know what the fuck they did, but hey, hi, new listeners. Appreciate you. If you like it, rate us and review us.
We've reached some new ears.
Oh, yeah.
This was somebody's first podcast?
It's possible. Or
everyone
second.
First. But they say on Comedy Bang Bang, every episode is somebody's first and somebody's last.
It's true. It's true. But either way, rate us and review us wherever you listen to us. It's how you help people find the podcast. Please and thank you. And on that note, stay high.
Stay high.
BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code Jersey200 and win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any Major League Baseball game and either team hits a home run, regardless of your bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM's daily promotions, odds boost specials, and parlay selection features at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dunkin' Refreshers are the perfect way to get a little more out of your day. With more tropical flavors like new mango pineapple and more ways to get glowing. Available with green tea, coconut milk, or lemonade. You've got what you need to make the most out of every moment, even the one spent stuck in traffic. What a beautiful day. Sip into all your favorite Dunkin' Refreshers like new mango pineapple. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Additional charges may apply.
Now it's time for a plant fact. Roses are one of the oldest ornamental plants in cultivation, with a history going back over 5,000 years. The philosopher Confucius wrote about them, and Roman emperors treated their guests to dining on carpets of rose petals, with thousands more raining down from above. Become a part of this epic history by planting a proven winner's rose. Just look for the white containers at your local garden center or visit provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.
The Weedsman Podcast.
ChristopherMedia.net.
BetMGM is pitching baseball fans a chance to swing for the fences. Register using code Jersey200 and win $200 in free bets when you place a $10 moneyline wager on any Major League Baseball game and either team hits a home run, regardless of your bet's outcome. Enjoy baseball like never before with BetMGM's daily promotions, odds boost specials, and parlay selection features at your fingertips all season long. Sign up today and find out why nothing beats a win at the King of Sportsbooks. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now it's time for a plant fact. Roses are one of the oldest ornamental plants in cultivation, with a history going back over 5,000 years. The philosopher Confucius wrote about them, and Roman emperors treated their guests to dining on carpets of rose petals, with thousands more raining down from above. Become a part of this epic history by planting a proven winner's rose. Just look for the white containers at your local garden center or visit provenwinnerscolorchoice.com.